So my last solo run where I was playing as Beep with no traits and no skills kind of ended in failure. On 500% threat scale, it's really hard to carry any useless colonists. In a bit of an alteration of the new rim effect scenario, we will be getting some useless colonists at the very start, but it's going to be a lot more manageable. And with this scenario, we start with a lot more tech. We are going to be getting raided every day. We'll get a trader every day, and we're starting with all factions negative 100 relation. As for our storyteller, it's going to be parry persistent on 500% threat scale, colonist in skill down to 0. So my last video, I did not do this mycotic jungle tile justice. There's going to be anywhere from 2 to 3 giant poisonous mushrooms on this tile, and we can use them as a really good offensive advantage. Before we get into that, we're going to see our 8 random colonists. We can choose 5 of them. And most of these guys, if they're just not especially good, like this person isn't really all that good, we're probably just going to be trading them off to Rimdeed. This person's a Killian. Here we go. So they have a god trait that's really good. This person doesn't really have any good traits. And then Darius is a chronomancer. I've actually never used this class before. As far as what we're starting with, we got some fusion cells, which are actually really good batteries. Not only are these more efficient than normal batteries, they generate small amounts of power themselves on top of the prefab solar collector's power. And alrighty, we got the comms console up and running. We now just need to power that thing, which Ire is doing a good job of building the power lines, and I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. So now the magic moment, what is Rimdeed gonna have for us? So they're gonna send us a free trial. We'll take that, and we'll also not get anyone because they don't have anyone, which is okay. It's absolutely not the end of the world. We can still trade in our crappier colonists, and there's other ways to pick up new ones. Mainly right now, we just have to focus on setting up our defenses. So right now we're sending out Zaxxon to mine out a path down here so that if raiders spawn from the south, they'll go through this path. We're walling off this side, and we're going to try to funnel them this way, and they're going to go north up to this toxic mushroom where we're going to set up kind of a perimeter defense around it. And this is just going to be our preliminary base design. I eventually do want to move into the mountain, but right now we have no way to make prefab solar collectors, which, by the way, who was the genius that roofed over this thing? We're going to remove that roof so we can keep generating power. And okay, we're good. It's completely unroofed. And alrighty, our first raid is going to be by a pretty fat tribal raid. They got 3 casters, actually 4 casters by the looks of it. This is mainly going to be difficult because I'm using Rimworld Magic's Challenge Me mode. The only thing I'm changing is Death Retaliation to 0, so casters don't automatically die when they get downed. And then also AI Mage marking and AI Fighter marking so we can tell who is a caster. I'm seeing these guys are trying to tunnel into somewhere though, which means they might never actually make it here. They got quite a long ways to go if they're trying to tunnel through that mountain. And yeah, they are sappers, that's why they're doing that. There is a way into our base, so it's not like there's no way in. As far as how we're going to deal with this whole thing, our main fighter guy, Ire, who has 16 shooting and he's a Killian, which lowers his aiming time, gives him more armor, increases movement speed by quite a bit actually. We're going to have him put on the gear. We have 1 set of gear basically, and we're going to have him learn this Omni tool, and he's going to get an ability. He got Incinerate. That one sucks, I think. I would way rather have gotten the invisibility or the turret, but what can you do? One thing I just realized, by the way, is they are tunneling from multiple sides. There's not just those tribes people, but there's these guys as well. Already killed one, very nice. None of these guys are casters, which is nice. We'll back off. Yeah, these guys are easy. Like, if it was just these tribes people, I'm not worried. It's just their casters that I'm worried about. One thing I will say is these guys are very grouped up for an Incinerate, which may work out here if we can get it off before they get a cast off. Okay, that was good. Now get out. They're casting on us, but it didn't get off. The person was casting some chronomancer spell, and those can actually be pretty nasty. Like, they can speed up your time and make your colonist age or something like that. The person's a master medic, brawler, animal aficionado. Interesting set of traits, but yeah, we don't really want anyone unless they're like gods or casters. The only problem is, are we going to be able to capture them going the proper way and not go north? Yeah, you're gonna go north. That sucks. Okay, looks like we're not gonna be able to capture Bat for now. I kind of want to just wait for Falcon to bleed out. That's the main good thing we got going for us right now. Maybe we could get a shot off on Born too. Oh, we actually hit that guy on accident. Told you to curve the bullet, man. We gotta watch out for this dude who is a succubus. I don't know if succubus really are all that scary. I know they have an ultimate that's crazy good, but they're not casting it. It's honestly not that big of a deal. Yeah, we're just killing all their casters. And they're running. And alright, so we captured Bat, and we could sell him off to Rimdeed for 116. We actually should strip his gear before we sell him as well. If we contact his colony directly though, we can get a bit better of a profit. Well, actually not much. We don't have that high of, I think it's negotiation ability impacts how much you get from this. Every day we get an orbital trader, and today we got visited by a textiles trader, and they will buy, well, a lot of these advanced components and components. We might want to sell them. We don't have a researcher yet, so there's really no point of building a research bench. I think we could sell them this clothing, so we'll do that. We might as well sell all these advanced components plus a good amount of the components, I think, in the hopes that tomorrow's trader will have something better for us. And yeah, we can always buy back advanced components from another trader, so it's not too much of a loss. And already the next day's raid is looking fat. So yeah, this is what I mean by you don't want to have too many colonists. We do have 3k silver to work with, so we're going to use that to call in a combat supplier. We're going to see if they have like a rocket launcher or something. I don't think this anti-armor rocket launcher is that good. Like, I don't think it has much AoE. I was looking more for a doomsday. Unfortunately, these guys don't have any big boy rocket launchers, so we're just going to buy some spacer ammo from them. Probably like 100 should do. And maybe like a black market trader would have a rocket launcher. Oh, and here we go. A Orion rocket launcher is 7.3k. Why? I think I made all the Orion weapons like 4k extra value, and the Orion rocket launcher is actually not especially good. I should probably go back in and change that. Oh, and here we go. We just got a regular rocket launcher and a handheld mortar. This could be good too. I don't know if we can actually use it though. Requires a power armor to be used. This person's throwing some explosive sacks. You can take them out. Yeah, that's not too bad actually. I did quite a bit of damage to our wall. One down, that's good. Yeah, that Embrazier's down to 44, that's not ideal. And here comes their Necromancer. We should probably take them out first, even though I don't feel like a Necromancer does much. We knocked him out. That's really good. Big profit there for capturing that person if we do. Another thing we could do is lock a bunch of these people in place with Chronostatic Field. Like maybe right now would be good. We start casting it right now. And we just resisted, but I guess it does have a base chance to be resisted of 40. Yeah, you guys just run. I did forget we have the rocket launcher, so we're gonna want to use that. Okay, did we just wind up a shot like here? Oh, we're not even gonna hit multiple people actually. Keep kiting north, I guess. Darius is freaking knocked out. I don't know what that was all about, honestly. This is actually really good. They're grouped up. Rocket launcher time. And then here comes the rocket launcher. Boom. I call that a success. Ayer's right ring finger got shot off. Dude, this alliance armor they start you with blows. Like, the value of it is insane. 2,500 for something that doesn't even protect the hands. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. And what happened to the ability to use incinerate? Ayer does not meet the requirements. Ayer does not have an omni tool anymore. I don't know. The ability is not super crazy good anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Ayer, just get some cover over here. Take out your alliance rifle. Kill another person, very nice. Celt is actually not in cover. Not that it matters too much. And there we go, they're running. Ayer is a beast, let's just say that. Yeah, I think we just let them get away. We'll save Darius. The Celt can run inside as well. His Celt's probably gonna be just sold. So after multiple attempts at getting Remedied up and running, it appears that their services are offline. I also tried to contact this Necromancer's faction and Kindler's Legacy, and they say we have no prisoners of their faction, but that's just simply not true. Like, this person is definitely part of Kindler's Legacy. That all being said, we do have a fix for it, so we can call an orbital trader. That did cost us 500 silver, but it will be worth it because we can sell them off for 4,500. I'm not actually sure if we can sell off his Celt as a prisoner to the slave ship without people being upset about it. We can sell this guy off, Galmias, that we just captured. He's gonna bleed out in 0.6 hours, so we don't have much time. Their faction seems to not understand that he's part of their faction. We can sell him for 113. His gear is probably worth more than that. And see, it actually was worth way more than that. We stripped him first, and now we're just gonna sell him. He mainly had a good flak vest on, which, like, we could use that on his Celt, the trigger happy girl, but she has severe blood loss now. And actually, you know what? We should probably save Darius. And my idea is we can use a Medigel on them, which will heal all their injuries. They might have blood loss, but it's not gonna be that bad, I think. See, they want to use multiple, but you don't allow them to. And even with Ayer's garbage medical skill, it doesn't matter. We'll be able to heal all this up. Okay, Darius, why did you just get back up? That was a really weird time for Darius just to randomly get up because we did not use a Medigel on him. There we go. We're now gonna reverse time on Ayer, and I'm not sure how this ability works, but I'm hoping we can get his ring finger back. Reverse aging. It's gonna lower his movement, manipulation, and all of the stats basically. But I hope we get his finger back. If not, we should probably just bandage up his finger just in case. Okay, there we go. His finger's back. Nice. And all right, so we're in the process of doing some improvements to the base. I want to make a stockpile room out here, and then I want to make this main room our living room. I'm trying to floor in mainly the mycotic grass because it's only 81% walk speed versus other stuff's 87, and it's kind of just making people slower on the base. So we're going to use the bones from the raiders that we butchered to do that. And we had this person Hui do the butchering who does have a cooking, and if anyone else does cooking, she's going to harass them like Gordon Ramsay, lowering their joy twice as fast. So we want her to be the cook. But yeah, so we butchered a bunch of the raiders. soldiers. We're going to use their bones as flooring. They also have some meat that's going to expire in 1.8 days. I'm not sure what trader we're going to get tomorrow. They might buy this, so I don't need to call in a bulkage trader right now. The trader we do need to call in though is a combat supplier. And actually, never mind, the slave ship is still here and they would have bought our guns. So that was kind of a waste of 500 silver, I guess, unless they have anything good for us, which is not really looking like that's the case unless we wanted to buy like this heavier crypto rifle, which has pretty much the same damage as the Alliance rifle, I believe. The cooldown's actually a bit lower, the warm-up's a bit higher, but we don't care about warm-up as much because IR does reduce warm-up. I think this would be a way better gun than the Alliance assault rifle because though they have pretty comparable stats, this thing can give people hypothermia. And so yeah, it looks like it actually wasn't that much of a waste to call in that trader. We're gonna eject the ammo from any Alliance weapon we have. We started with 3 of them, and then we already ejected the ammo from this Alliance pistol. We're gonna sell off both the Alliance assault rifles for 1500. That's gonna pretty much cover the cost of this crypto rifle. The Alliance pistol sells for 500. They're not bad guns, but since they consume spacer ammo, we're gonna not want to have other people use them. We'd rather have them use easier to use weapons, like maybe the carbine is actually pretty good for kind of a noob. It has 80% accuracy at 12 cells distance. It's a really reliable weapon, and then we could also use a chain shotgun on someone too. And we'll just dump the rest of these guns. I just noticed, by the way, the lower durability carbine is much less accurate. I don't believe that's a vanilla feature. I'm pretty sure that's from one of my mods, and I'm really a fan of that because a strat you can do is just hoard low durability weapons like this HMG, and their market value is gonna be really low, so you're gonna get rated by easier stuff. But with the mod, they're really inaccurate, so you can't really abuse the system like that. I'm a big fan of that aspect. And yeah, we're actually gonna gain money here. They do also have a jackhammer, which I would like to start tunneling into the mountain. That's kind of our end game goal. And we do have a really good miner with Zaxxon. He's a groundbreaker, which gives him more mining yield. It doesn't really increase his speed though. And then his rest drops at 50% of the normal speed while using the skill, so he's gonna be able to just mine nonstop. I will say that's kind of a PvE buy, and we should probably focus on trying to get some more gear. This Arasaka Air Mid Vest is really good. It gives 120% protection to the torso, neck, shoulders, not the arms, hands, or anything else though, so it can be worn with the power armor, I don't think, but for 338, that's really cheap. I'm really not sure what you can use with that thing, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it's just really cheap protection for maybe like his celt. I didn't gear up properly in the last fight, and I did not do her justice. Like, she's trigger happy, lowers aiming time by 50%, 8 shooting professional, gives her a mood bonus if she has a ranged gun equipped, I believe. You could try that out actually. I think if she's trigger happy, we'd probably want to give her a chain shotgun. 1.2 warm up on that. The carbine has a 0.8 warm up, so yeah, let's give her the chain shotgun. She'll reduce the warm up of that more. And we do have more silver. Like, we could call in more combat suppliers. Like 4k silver is quite a bit. So let's just see if one more combat supplier will give us any type of armor. And it's looking like that's not really gonna be the case. Like, I'm really not a fan of this Locust armor. For the price, you're just not getting that much armor. You get the ability to use a burst rocket to kind of hop over stuff, but I don't really know the usefulness of that. I'm feeling lucky. We're gonna call in one more, and we only have 3k silver left because, ooh, we got a homing crypto rifle. It has a legendary enchant on it, increased accuracy, increased damage slightly. It does 5 more damage, 10% more armor pen. It's 40% more accurate at medium range though, almost. Holy cow, we gotta get this thing. It's 4,700, and if we just sold this crypto rifle, plus there's 715 silver out here, and oh no, they will not buy it back. This other combat supplier will not buy the crypto rifle either, so we're just kind of stuck with it, I guess. Which, like, it's not a bad weapon. I wouldn't mind giving it over to someone else, but it consumes spacer ammo, and I feel like there's gonna be dumping spacer ammo, like wasting it left and right. Okay, we gotta get this thing, so we're gonna sell off 60 of these prefab components. I don't even know if we need these components. Like, we can mine them out or get them from sieges pretty easily. I don't really need smoke leaf, I think. This Hydra we don't really need. That's gonna do it right there. And okay, we got a Turian raid. One of them is a paladin, another one is a bladesman. I don't think I'm too worried about those casters. All right, so here they come. We're trying to have Zaxxon finish this wall before these guys get here, which it looks like he's gonna be able to. Okay, nice. Just gonna go inside. Here we go. We already killed one. No freaking way. This thing's nuts. I think he hit all those shots, and it's raining too. I'm gonna get into what we're doing with our other colonists. We killed another. That's what's up. We're hitting every shot, dude. Okay, kill the paladin maybe. What is going on with this weapon? It's insane. I don't know if we keep like letting these guys just, okay, yeah, this is not a good spot to be in. We're gonna pull back. And we got tagged, but the armor's doing work. Kill the shadow. Yep, we got people just ready to unload on the dudes that are leaking in. We got some, oh, killed it. We knocked him out. The dude with the charged sniper rifle had 35 rounds in his gun. I'm sorry for the theatrics, dude, but this is nuts. I was not expecting the damage here. Like, I've been playing a lot of RimWorld lately, and I've not seen this much ownage. I want him to get behind the chunk stop. And yeah, I like how we have people. They're running already. This person got back up. We gotta make sure we capture this dude before he gets up, because the hypothermia is contributing to the reason why he's down so easy. So I think when raiders get down due to hypothermia, there's not the increased chance that they die that they normally have. Like usually raiders have a really high chance of dying if you down them, but I think with hypothermia that extra chance might not be there. Also, I was thinking about having someone go out and try to capture this person, but even though these guys are running with a run and gun, they will keep shooting, so maybe we don't do anything drastic. We down this person as well. Wait, this person got downed as well. We're getting so much gear from this. If we can just get out there to strip them, we don't even care about capturing them. Like, just give me the gear. This guy got up. Just give me the gear. I don't care about capturing you even. This person's actually a pretty good researcher, but... Oh, and this person up here, Manetius, is a master diplomat, increases negotiation ability and social impact, and then Tycoon also increases trade price. Wouldn't be a bad social guy, but I'm not really sure, again, if we want to be taking the time to actually recruit people. We down this guy again. Strip him. Yep, got it. So much gear. I don't know what these bumble drones are doing, by the way. They're not manhunting. There was a bumble drone migration. And Ire, why are you missing shots, man? Don't you know you're supposed to hit all your shots? There you go. Alright, we need to strip this guy. We didn't strip him. He has so much good stuff. Dude, we're farming these stupid raiders so hard. This is nuts. That weapon was such a good pickup. Holy crap. So we can't call another trader because we're out of silver. So I'm just going to fast forward to the next raid. And we're just going to take pot shots at these sappers as they try to tunnel in. And we're kind of abusing run and gun here, you could say. Because yeah, we have very low aiming time, so we can just kind of go back and forth. That person's dead as well, very nice. And yeah, sappers are kind of dumb, you could say. They have one goal in mind, and that's to sapper in. And they're dead. It is a sniper rifle. Gary. It's got a long warm up though. He's too slow. There's some casters over here that I would like to knock out, potentially. Or just injured to the point where they bleed out. And dude, that guy's fast. I think they have 2 tier 4 androids. Nice, we actually knocked out their ice mage, which is really good. They can sell for a fat profit. There are a couple more casters in here, but I would kind of just like to get these guys to run so we could capture the ice mage, sell them off for a big boy profit. Let's actually try to knock out this necromancer as well. We killed the necromancer, unfortunately. I already get tagged a few times, but it's not... Okay, got tagged. This thing is accurate. Let's pull back, actually. Get outside of its range. Morris is a tier 4 android, yeah. But he is using an SMG. And they're running. Nice. I don't really know if we need to chase these guys down at all. Like, there is a caster over here that we could capture, but Funk does only have 4 hours left, so maybe we just focus on capturing them. Hire got tagged a little bit, not anything too bad though, like 6 damage to his leg and femur, but his other injuries were only like 1 damage. We also got our free Rimdeed applicant. This guy Vius is not bad. Swordsman increases melee hit and melee dodge, and he's dexterous, which lowers his aiming time, so he can be kind of like a hybrid. Dexterous also increases work speed by 25%, and he could do research. We actually don't really have a researcher right now. That could be kind of his full-time job around base. Vius does also have 4 more social than Ire, so we get better trade prices for selling off like these prisoners, for example. I was gonna wait till they fully healed up, but if we demand ransom for the ice mage, the base price is 14k, which we're not gonna get unless we want to potentially piss those guys off and they'll send a raid in like 2 days, which it could be really poorly timed is the only issue. If we're feeling lucky, we could demand like 12.4k. Let's do it. And they deliver the ransom, very nice. So we got like 1.5k more from that. As for the Turian militants, if we demand ransom for this guy, who's I guess healed up the most, we can get 1,090 for him. I don't know if we want to piss these guys off over like 300 silver though. I think we're just gonna take the 839. I think with all that silver, once we do move inside and it's near our orbital trade beacon, we're gonna use it to try to pick up some better gear. Like I think we'll just call in a bunch of combat suppliers. And mainly we want like a nice power armor for Ire so his toes and his fingers won't get shot off anymore. Then we could also get some gear for Vius as well. He could definitely be a good melee guy. And yeah, it's looking like from that we got about 13k. We'll be dropping all that on combat suppliers and we're going to see what we get in the next episode. With that, I want to thank you all for watching and I will see you in the next one.